So I'm a doctor at 24 years old, and was med school actually worth it? I feel like med school didn't live up to the expectations that I personally had going into it. And coming out of med school, also the expectations were different going into residency. But here I am making this video talking about what my thoughts are on whether med school is actually worth it for you guys. So if you're a pre-med, you're a high schooler, or maybe you're even in medical school already, and you want to know how this path is and how I feel about it after completing medical school, I'm gonna get into the details. And for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Kartik. I'm a PGY1 in Northern California. Just recently got my MD degree, and now I'm officially a physician at 24 years old. Now at the time of release, I'll probably be 25 years old, but you know, catchphrase, gets 24-year-old doctor. But anyways, let's get on with the video. So the way I became a doctor at such a young age, I did a BSMD program. I did a 3+4 program where I did 3 years undergrad, 4 years of medical school. But during those undergrad years, I already sacrificed so much time. And this whole video does start from that time period. In that time period, I had no summers. I was doing classes during summers, 20 credit loads, almost most of my semesters, studying MCAT. I took the MCAT 4 different times. If you want to go check out those other videos, you can. But anyways, I took it 4 times. That took up a lot of time. On top of that, the school I went to was so niche and small. It was only like, I was only with the people who were doing BSMD with me. And so I didn't have a wide variety of like ideas and get to like explore different majors or explore different types of people. It was all the same mindset, all the same people. So some could say that's a really big plus, but it could also be a downside too. You kind of don't get exposure to reality in a way. You're kind of exposed to only those people. That brings us to the point of the video, why you guys clicked on. You want to know if med school is actually worth it. Is being a doctor actually worth it? Is this whole journey actually worth it? So here's my hot take on all this. Being a physician is nothing what I expected. Nothing at all. I grew up with a totally different concept, and I'm out here like, this is way harder than I could even conceive. Now, this isn't to scare you guys. I'm just saying, for me, I did not expect this to be that hard. I did not expect college to be that hard. I did not expect med school to be that hard. I did not expect residency to be that hard. Even though residency, I was the most mentally prepared for it. The things that are hard in residency are very different. So in medicine, my whole thing was I wanted to go take care of patients, talk to patients, really like make sure I can make a connection and help them, because that's what makes me feel good. And you know, I do get to do that now in residency. I do get to do that on a daily basis. The only issue is I only do that a third of my day at max. Like a third of my day, I'll go talk to people, check up on them, you know, ask them questions, how they're doing, how I can help them, what's hurting, what's getting better, like, you know, talking to them. And then the other 2/3 of the day, you're on your computer charting. And I get that charting is a legal thing that we have to do for the legal safety of the patient, the legal safety of yourself, but you get stuck in charting so much, it takes hours and hours in a day. Now, I know for you guys coming in the future generation, you probably won't have to do much of this because AI is already here. They're already going to use it in our residency. They're going to teach us AI for notes. So hopefully that cuts back a lot of time, because I think medicine should be a person-to-person basis. And the way it is right now is there's a lot of computer charting, and that part I don't like. That is the hardest part as well of medicine, because you got to figure out, how do I place orders? Where do I go to place orders? Where do I type this note? Where do I communicate with this person? It's all on like a software. It's called EMR. You guys probably know that, but it's on like a software online, and you got to do everything on there. And honestly, my idea as a physician before I started doing rotations was you go help people, you have knowledge in your head, so you're like, okay, let's do this for this patient. But doing that action of making something happen for the patient, that's the complex part. That's what spends most of your time. So I would say for you guys considering going down this path, it's a great path. You make impact on lives. You really talk to people. You really get to know them, help them. But don't be surprised if a lot of your time is spent on figuring out how to get this order done, how to get this imaging done, how to talk to this person, how to do this consult, how to write this note. That's what seems like a lot of time gets spent on. Now, I am early in my residency, and I might have a lot of different thoughts by the middle or end as I keep using more AI comes in and, you know, technology changes. Healthcare is going to be amazing with AI. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be changing a lot. Like, a lot of medicine is not going to be how it is another 5-10 years down the road. But it's just wild to me. Like, on top of all that, I've spent 4 years studying medicine only in medical school, right? And I'm out here in residency, and it feels like you know nothing, like absolutely nothing. Like, you know, maybe the bare bones, but the actual stuff you're learning now. And it just seems to me the learning never ends. And that's great. There's always new stuff in medicine. We should be pushing the boundaries to learn more new stuff. But the learning never ends. And I guess for people who have goals that are not just medicine, you have goals in life, or you want to, goals even being like you want to enjoy your life, you want to do certain things, you want to go on in your 20s and do backpacking. You totally can do that with medicine. People have done that. But it is way harder. Like the amount of effort it takes to get through the schooling, to get through to the next step is pretty insane. I mean, there are geniuses, there are really smart people or experienced people who know how to study and get by. But for someone like me, I don't consider myself a really smart person, someone who's average, who's persistent, but I do think that being younger did hinder me in the sense of like I had less experience to study on how to study, and so it takes up a lot of time. And that's something I think you should go in prepared, that a majority of your life, whenever you start medical school, residency, and fellowship, if you do that, is going to be dedicated to that only. So that takes away time from everything else in your life. Like it'll be 75% medicine and 25% the other stuff. And you could probably be more efficient and get it to like 40% medicine. There are people who do that. But some people go overboard and go like 95% medicine, nothing else. It's really up to you on that side, like how efficient are you? But I'm just saying it takes up a lot of time. And I'm realizing this more as I'm making more friends outside of medicine and realizing all these other jobs that are way lighter on stress load, way lighter on workload. Like it's a more happier vibe. Sure, you don't get to work with people directly in all careers, but there are careers where you still get to work with people, help them, but not in a healthcare setting and not as stressful. I'm just saying, like from my personal experience, I feels like medicine is a very up there in terms of how many hours you spend versus these other careers are like down here. Like there's a big difference. Now, some would say, yeah, you get paid big bucks when you're done, right? You do, you really do. You make a lot of good money and you will live very comfortably with the doctor's salary, or if you're private practice, which we won't get into, you'll make really good money. But also talking to these other people in other careers, you can make the same amount of money in some other professions with way less studying, with way less work. And then it makes a thought like, wait, could I have done that? But it also comes down to passion, right? Like me personally, like tech jobs, where I am, there's a lot of tech jobs making lots of money, more than doctors here. And personally, I would be like, I'd still rather be a physician over a tech person, because the way I think and relate is more physician-like than tech people. I don't like coding. I've tried it. I don't like it at all. I love talking to patients, and I'm hoping technology from the coding side helps get rid of the nuisance of charting and all that in the medicine side, so we can just focus on seeing more people and directly helping them. So yeah, if you're looking to make crazy money, medicine also isn't the way for you. If that's something of your goals, like some people are like, I will be set for life. Like you probably will be set for life, but will you be set for generations to come? Probably not. Unless you get into some crazy private practice, owning hospitals, offices, buildings, etc., which again, we won't get into, then it's a different story. But a traditional physician, you will be set for your own life and decently the next generation, but not for generations and generations to come. I guess my whole take on this is this field takes a lot of sacrifice. And I'm literally only like a month into my residency here, and I'm saying this now. I mean, the whole way through, it's gonna be way more sacrifices. I would say if you're interested in this career, please go shadow, please talk to people. You can talk to me. You have my email, it'll be somewhere in the show notes. It'll be kartik@thedoctorjourney.com. You can email me anytime for any questions, but email people who are in the field, ask them questions, really get to know the field before going in, and then make a decision. Because if you're passionate about this is well worth it, totally worth it. All the nonsense is worth it, all the sacrifice is worth it. I went in not really knowing, and that's something I do regret, that I wish I knew all my options, all the details about all the options before went in. I went in blind and I didn't know any other careers and I didn't know any details about anything. I do still like the career, I really do. I really love helping people. I guess if I was more mentally aware what I was stepping myself into, I'd be more prepared instead of being shocked everywhere along the line. So for those of you considering medicine, I would say please learn as much as you can before committing to it, so you're not shocked what's along the way, because then you're going to be like mentally like, okay, this is how it's going to be. I'll be ready for it because this is really what I want to do. And that will really propel you through all the hard times. Like seriously, if you have a true why, no hard times will stop you. So that's kind of my take on, is medicine worth it, and is being a doctor 24 years old worth it? Again, I'll be 25 by the time this is released, but still, age we're going to talk about later in a different video. But if you have a passion, if you have a will and a why, you can get things done regardless of timing, regardless of age, regardless of experience. You will get it done, and it'll be all worth the sacrifices. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys found this helpful, and stay healthy and stay happy, everyone. Bye-bye.